Well, hello there and welcome to Pringle Racing, and today we're still sticking with VRider SBK because the game is flipping amazing. And something I want to bring up and discuss is something that I've been picking up or overhearing in people's reviews of the game. And one of them is the lack of your virtual rider. You can't actually see your body within this game, and I don't think that's an issue. And I just wanted to review that and discuss that topic because I've played this game now since day one of release on the PSVR2, and it is absolutely phenomenal. And not once have I thought, where is my rider? Because it's a bike game, your mechanics of your body leaning into it is slightly different, and obviously it's trying to emulate that you're on a motorbike. And it obviously can't do the same thing. You've got to hold the handlebars off it, and this bike game is a proper workout, by the way, because you're holding your hands out in front of you. It's more strain on your arms. You feel like you're getting arm pump, which makes the whole immersion even more so when you try and play the game properly. But is seeing my arms as actually a necessary function? I don't think it is. And I think if you did see arms on here, I think it would make the experience, those people that suffer from motion sickness, quite sick. It'll make you feel sicky. I don't get any motion sickness with this game. I do in other VR games, but this one, not at all. Now, Gran Turismo, which is, I would say, is the racing game pinnacle of games, yeah, you do have your body, and I do think they've done a really good job of it, but it's a different type of dynamic. You're sat in a seat, you're either sat back and you're moving your arms and leaning, doing a little bit of leaning, but it is basically just twist your arms. So if you've got a steering grid, your arms don't do much more moving, so it's quite easy to emulate. It's quite easy to get you into that type of environment, and it keeps the illusion quite good. It does throw me slightly when it changes gear because I've got paddles on my driving wheel, so when I do change gear, it's weird that the arm moved down, but it's relatively straightforward. You get immersed quite quickly in it. If you're using it on control, it's a bit weird because your arms are not there. It's a bit of a weird scenario, but again, it's not too bad, yeah. And I think in this game, in this case for Gran Turismo, it is necessary, yeah. I think if it was lacking here, then it would be an issue. It would feel wrong. Some fighter pilot games where you're flying a plane, that you need to see that you're sat in that spaceship. But the bike one, I think, is slightly different. One game that was released that didn't have arms was the kayak game, and the paddles were fine. And when I first played it, I thought, you know what, you really need to see the arms in this because you want that immersion. And since the update, although I think the update is brilliant, I do find I struggle more with motion sickness now that I see my arms in this game, which is really weird. Now, some people say, no, not at all, it's what you need. My wrists aren't actually doing what they do on the paddles here, so it still throws me off slightly, and my brain is trying to work out something's not right, they're not moving exactly. So there's a lot of arm movement in this particular game, and they seem to cover it really well. And in this one, people probably say, no, it's amazing, whatever, but I found without the arms, I felt less motion sickness than I did. So this begs to differ. If you put arms in VR Racer, will it make you feel more motion sickness? Because the difference with a motorbike is your body is doing a lot more movements to it, and we're trying to emulate you riding a motorbike. You're trying to emulate that you're leaning into a bend without doing as much what you are on an actual bike. So I think trying to justify that would cause you a lot more motion sickness than if you would do in something like a paddle game. Now, if you take, let's take a clip here from Ride 4. Let's just look at what your body is doing on a motorbike, because they emulate it quite well in the Ride series. So you're on your arms are tucking in, your body's twisting. There's a lot more movement of your body. So trying to emulate that is also going to take a lot more coding. Would you rather see the body, or would you rather see more tracks? Because that itself has got to be a massive development cycle. So that's got to be a decision also, another reason to exclude it. But look at the movement of the rider. And the arms come across. So when you're leaning into a bend, you've got your arms going across the track, your other elbows coming down. You see me smashed into everything as well. So there's another issue there. Your elbows are what if they hit another rider. So if you're hitting another person on the bike, it's again another dynamic. You've got to take that all into consideration. So excluding the virtual rider, I think, allows the developers to be able to generate a game. Otherwise, they'll be here all day. You've got to remember, these things cost loads of money to make. But just picture how the rider leans into it, and as you see, it comes down, the arm comes right down, twist it, body across the tank, and there's a lot more movement of the body than you probably are doing in the actual game. You have to remember that this has to appeal to all types of people. Okay, some are fit, some are not fit. So it is a bike game, yeah. So there are limitations because you're doing this inside your house. So as you'll see here from the example, little training example, how you meant to hold the handlebars. You are playing your games with your hands held out in front of you, and that is tough. Right? If you've ever got any strength muscles, you'll do it. But you'll notice here, you twist your arms up and down to turn, and you twist your arms back the other way to give the illusion that you're turning. But you're not fully leaning right over. You haven't got a 2000 simulator bike frame. It's trying to appeal to the masses. So let's take that into perspective, what they're trying to achieve here. Yeah, they're trying to make you feel like you're on a bike without spending thousands and thousands of pounds, and I think they do that quite well. Yeah. Now if I go back to Ride 4 here and just look at the body, you're not doing that in your chair. You're not leaning right across the chair as you're falling off your bike. I do feel I do more of it, and I do feel my core muscles these last couple of weeks down my side have gone really well. But you look how far you're leaning into it. We're only slightly, you're more twisting your arms to do it. But you don't have to lean right over. Because you're in the virtual world, the slight movement that you're feeling is the part that makes it immersive. It actually does make you feel that you are doing that. Yeah, your body's not doing that, but in your head, that's what it feels like. Now, in the camera view on in Ride, you can switch it replay. You can't play it in this view, by the way, which is a bit misleading because you think you can play it. But this is where you've got your little hands on the thing because the angle of the camera is slightly different. So the question there is, if we strip that out, do we not even see anything? But because it's virtual world, you're going to look around. And you can't look around here. They control the vision. So I think it's slightly different in Ride 4 because they control your head camera, that you cannot move your head down and look around. We're in a virtual world. We're trying to give the illusion that you're actually on a bike, which is a big difference when it comes to something like this and comparing the two. They're totally two separate things. Although this circuit is amazing, I do love it. I would love this to be on. I would love to do this in VRider. It would be so cool. Now, I did another picture frame here. This was quite an interesting point because what I did here was just to try and show you the different ways the body is positioned on that bike. Look at the elbow for the first one near the road. It's bent over, it's twisted, and the arm going across. Now, if I'm sat up and not actually leaning that far over, is that going to make me feel motion sickness because my body's not in the position it is on the screen? So therefore, when you're leaning across like this, I don't think that is a practical thing. Yeah, I don't think it works for a bike simulator game. I don't think you need the rider, and that's why I'm sure that's probably why they left it out. I'd love to find out from the developers if that's what they did. But for the value for this game, it is absolutely worth every penny. And if you get this game and you come around to it and you play it and you turn around and you go, do you know what, there should be more tracks. It's more tracks because you're having so much fun on the 14 that you are. So I have no problems going away and go, do you know what, I wish I want more tracks. I want loads of tracks. I want all the tracks. I want everything in this game. I think the developers have done a fantastic job on it. I can't wait to the next update. I'm looking forward to see what they're doing. I know they've just released wheelies on the MetaQuest, but on the PSVR2 we've got a larger grid, so I think it's better on that one, and I just absolutely think this game is so good. The lead into the bend, and I know I'm not bending down, but you feel your body puts that gap in. It fills that gap in on my head, so I feel like I'm leaning into it. It's tiring. I have to say, if you do get this game, you have to give a little bit of a practice, because after about like half an hour my arms were aching, and I could get to about an hour now, but it's you properly feel your arms straight. You feel like you're tucking in, and I know you can't see your hands there. I don't think, if you did see your hands, I think it would be weird. To be honest, I think it would be really weird. I think they've done the right thing of leaving that out, and I think anyone who plays this game, once you actually physically play it, you realise, yeah, you don't need it, because it's so good. You feel the speed. The wind hitting your helmet on your crash helmet is really good. You just feel like it is hitting you, and I keep forgetting to duck it, but it is so good. Seriously, give this game a go. I'd love to know your feedback, guys, on this. So tell us what you think. Tell us if you think no, it should need it or doesn't need it. I think practically it doesn't need it, and they've done it on a design basis purely on the fact not to have motion sickness. And I didn't get that at all with this one bit. I haven't found any motion sickness with this game at all, and it's been straight in, and it is such a good game. So let me know what you think. Give us your feedback on it, guys, and I'll get another clip out soon. And we will do other games, but at the moment VRider is the one I'm sticking with at the moment, because it's just so good. Look at that. Right, catch you later. Take care. Bye.